and welcome to the Any Art Netty cooking channel. Now in this video I'm going to be making a festive Yule log, nice and chocolatey. Now there's a chocolate icing on it as well. It can be easily adaptable to suit a lot of different dietary needs, and the one I've made is gluten-free, but I'll guide you through it as we go through to how you can change it to suit your diet. I'll include a playlist in the description below for all of my festive bakes. Now for this recipe you're going to need 6 large eggs. I'm using duck eggs and they are a bit bigger, so I used 5 duck eggs. And you're going to separate the white from the yolks for this sponge. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to whisk up them whites, and I'll show you what that should look like. Don't do it too much with the peaks. Now the yolks will be going in a bit later. You don't want to overdo the whisking too much. There's a certain bit that you'll get up to. Now this is the bit at the moment where we're making the sponge for the cake. Now I'm going to also add to that 150 grams of caster sugar and also 50 grams of cocoa. Now I wouldn't use, why I've put this in the video, I wouldn't use a drinking chocolate. I would use a cocoa which is made for baking with. Now I've also added vanilla extract into the whites there, and there's the sugar in there as well. And just going to whisk that up like as if you're making meringue, but don't do it too much. Do it just before the peaks are going to start. You'll see it's more visual if anything. Now I've added the cocoa powder in there as well, and I'm just gonna fold that. This is the technique I use to fold cake batter. It's just to see you've put all that air in there with whisking it, and you don't want to lose it. You want it to be really nice and fluffy and light. And if you fold rather than stir the cocoa powder in, it's going to keep all of that air in. Now just to let you know as well, I am a home baker. I'm not intending to sound like as if I know everything, or it's just little things that I've learnt from baking at home. I do make mistakes and everything as well, but I am learning, and I hope to learn more and get more confident, and that's the reason why I started this channel, was to gain more confidence in talking and baking. I also have a art channel on YouTube, which I'll put in the description if you're interested, and what do I say? I do a YouTube channel as well where I like to edit videos and things like that, so I like to put each one on its own different channel. So there we go, just mix that cocoa powder in until it's fully incorporated, being very gentle and folding it in, keeping all that air in there. If you see steam coming out the back of the oven, that's because I was baking dinner as well at the same time. Now you're going to line the cake tin. Now I'll just insert there a little trick I've seen on, I think it was Instagram, that somebody did of how they line their cake tin, and it makes it so much easier. Now I've poured the sponge mix in there, and I'm going to bake that at 180 degrees Celsius. That's 160 Fahrenheit, gas mark 4, or if you're using Fahrenheit, that's 350 there, for 20 minutes. And that's come out, it's baked. Now while that is still warm, you want to take it out of the tray. Be very, very careful because the tray will be hot. And see these marks here that I've cut? You want to cut in about maybe an inch, 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and roll it up, and that'll give it a training so it knows to roll up and it won't fall to bits so much. Now what we're going to do in the meantime, while that's cooling down again and you've trained it to roll, is use all these ingredients here. So 170 grams of chocolate are melted. You can either do that in the microwave or over hot water in a bowl, and butter as well, and a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 225 grams of icing sugar. Get that all in a bowl and whisk it up, make it nice and soft, and get all of the lumps of the butter out there, make all of that nice and smooth. You can also add a little bit of milk as well, which will make it a lot easier to mix. So we're going to get our melted chocolate there. Now this is going to make the frosting. Now some of that I'm going to spread on the inside of the sponge, and the rest of it I'm going to put on the outside of the chocolate log to make it look like a tree trunk. So you are using icing sugar in this. Now what I'd make sure for different diets is to make sure that it's gluten-free and it's egg-free as well, in case you know anyone with any allergies. Also the butter can be substituted for a vegan butter. It is naturally wheat and gluten free because there is no flour in this, so you're separating the white and the yolk to make the soft sponge. Now there's the mixed up icing, chocolate icing there, and I used Lindt cooking chocolate for that and spreaded it on the inside, nice big thick generous layer. You can tell I'm a home baker. There on the inside of the sponge, and then rolled it up and just cut off about, well, too much really, of the chocolate log and popped it on the side, and then completely iced the whole thing, and then got a fork and ran it into the icing to make it look like bark. Now you could finish that off with some icing sugar and sieve that over the top of it to make it look like it's been snowing if you wanted to. But here's some pictures of what it looked like in the end. It's not perfect, but it tasted really, really nice, and I do highly recommend that Lindt cooking chocolate. I think I got it in Tesco in the UK and it was on offer, and now and again it is, and it's so nice. So you can see there where I got the fork, and it was completely dairy free, gluten free, wheat free. It wasn't egg free, but you can substitute the egg for a vegan friendly version if you want to. Now when I say vegan friendly as well, I mean people who are allergic to dairy, lactose intolerant, dairy intolerant, and egg allergies as well, so it covers a wide spectrum of people. Thank you very much for watching. I'll include a playlist down below of all my festive bakes, and Merry Christmas if you're watching this coming up to the festive season, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye for now.